Chelsea are reportedly risking the possibility of not being able to sell Armando Broja during the summer transfer window. At the start of last season, there were hopes that the academy graduate could re-establish himself as a member of the senior ranks, after recovering from a serious knee injury. Broja would go on to make 8 starts and 11 substitute outings in all competitions, largely playing second fiddle to summer arrival Nicholas Jackson. However, he would deliver just 2 goals and was ultimately loaned out to Fulham, where he failed to start a single Premier League fixture for the Cottagers. That has effectively ended his chances of being reintegrated back into the first-team squad, even with a new head coach in Enzo Maresca at the helm. As a result, it is accepted that the 22-year-old is available for transfer, something which has been acknowledged by the Albania international himself. With Broja currently competing at Euro 2024, there is little prospect of a quick sale materialising, yet there will also be an understanding that Chelsea can benefit through the Premier League's profit and sustainability regulations if they cash in before June 30th. According to the Mirror, there are few admirers currently prepared to meet an asking price, said to be in the region of £35 million. The report claims that AC Milan were in attendance at the Euro 2024 game between Italy and Albania to assess the capabilities of Broja, presumably against Serie A players. While it is unclear how the scouting team present in Germany viewed Broja's performance, there is said to be a hesitancy to meet Chelsea's asking price. Furthermore, it is claimed that Broja is only an alternative to Milan's preferred attacking target Joshua Zirkzee, whose potential move from Bologna is allegedly being held up due to agent fees. Although Todd Boehly and Clearlake Capital are generally firm when it comes to setting stances over transfers, they may eventually accept that they need to be more realistic over Broja's valuation. Just 8 goals have been scored in 66 appearances for Chelsea, Southampton and Fulham in Premier League fixtures, as well as the player spending 9 months on the sidelines through injury. Monaco have seemingly moved on from their initial interest, while other suitors such as Wolverhampton Wanderers and Bologna are unlikely to be open to a deal above £30 million. Transfer season is warming up, and today Chelsea have been linked by Italian sources translated by Sport Witness, with another top continental talent. Riccardo Calafiori has been part of the Bologna team that has really impressed under Thiago Motta this season, and while the coach wants to bring his former player with him to Juventus, he's not the only one who has noticed his abilities. Apparently incoming Chelsea coach Enzo Maresca, like the Italian defender, a lot, and sees him as a perfect fit for the new team he's looking to build, with passing ability on the ball restored as a major factor. Chelsea have apparently made contact to get some preliminary information about how much a move might set them back. Calafiori is a super talented 22-year-old coming off the back of a breakthrough season in Serie A that all adds up to one thing: a big fee. The €22 million mentioned in the Sport Witness piece seems far too low. It's also interesting to note that Bologna are holding off on negotiations, hoping that good performances at the Euros can boost his price further. We haven't ruled out Chelsea spending decent money this summer, and there are plenty of rumours that there remains a decent budget to be spent. But given the needs in other areas, we think it's more likely that the sporting directors gamble on Wesley Fofana returning to fitness and Benoit Badiashile returning to form rather than dropping serious money on another investment in central defence. We're not going to be able to sell players like Badiashile or Axel Disasi anytime soon, so even if Trevoh Chalobah joins Thiago Silva in departing this summer, the free transfer of Tosin Adarabioyo feels much more likely as a solution. Keep Badiashile, he actually suits Enzo Maresca's system as he is a ball-playing centre-back. Disasi was the only signing Parch actually recommended, and he was by far the worst signing. It's no wonder they didn't want him having more say in transfers after that skull and crossbones disaster. Disasi needs to go. Badiashile has a lot of potential and will improve. Him and Colwill should be rotated and competing for the LCB spot. Both Colwill and Disasi are good passers and have a good range of passing. Both are perfect for our new coach playing style. A standout Premier League winger has evidently agreed personal terms with Chelsea. This could be a propitious signing at Stamford Bridge. However, the Blues are apparently reconsidering the transfer of an English top-flight striker. Will the West London outfit pull out of the John Duran deal? And which target would replace him if so? And will CFC get Michael Olise over the line? A busy summer is finally underway on Fulham Road, only a mere couple of days into an active transfer window. Having said that, there were plenty of movements at the Bridge in every modern era. Signings are always the most anticipated and coveted aspect, though a change is in the air. Which players eventually leave Chelsea is as important a factor this off-season as ever before. Basically, Blues ownership must adhere to financial fair play, now apparently referred to by the new name of profit and sustainability, and can therefore only sign new faces when their books are balanced. Essentially, there are usually many acquisitions at CFC, without too many high-profile exits. That policy may change this summer. One hypothetical addition I would consider marquee would be capturing Crystal Palace wingman Michael Olise. Olise is a glider. He elegantly glides past opponents with the ball, though he is slightly injury-prone. When fit, the damage he can do to EPL defenses is up there with the best in the preeminent division. As aforementioned, negotiations are said to have gone swimmingly. Therefore, we can probably expect the Hammersmith-born star to join CFC over the next week. Olise and his representatives have ostensibly given their collective blessing to a long-term agreement at the bridge. Olise is so admired by Blues bosses that they are reportedly prepared to pay more than their valuation of the footballer. It is claimed that the 22-year-old has a £60 million release clause at Selhurst Park. The Guardian, usually a very good source, claim that CFC recruitment are rethinking a swoop for Duran. That development supposedly comes amid Villa granting Chelsea permission to discuss terms with the Colombian attacker. To me, this is probably the best result for Chelsea and their fans. I have a hard time accepting Duran's £40 million price tag. There are superior options out there, such as Manchester City forward Julian Alvarez. If Chelsea want to sign one striker target, they will have to land him before the end of June, according to a report out this weekend. As you will well know by now, Chelsea are in the market for a new striker in the summer transfer window that will soon be opening. They have been linked with many different names. One of them is Victor Osimhen of Napoli. That story does not seem to be going away, and Chelsea will continue to be linked with him as he looks set to leave Serie A this summer. But other than Osimhen, there are other strikers Chelsea are keen on. One of them is Benjamin Sesko, with continued links to the RB Leipzig striker recently. However, according to Sky Sport Germany's Philipp Hinze, Sesko's €65 million release clause must be triggered by the end of June for any clubs who are keen to buy him this summer. Sesko appears to have a few clubs tracking him right now, with Chelsea being one of them. But will that release clause prove to be too expensive for a young striker with too much element of risk around it? Quite possibly. The Blues only have one recognized striker in the ranks right now in the shape of Nicholas Jackson, so they certainly need another out-and-out number 9 to come in. Jackson has improved a lot over the course of the season, and he will be good competition for any new striker who comes in. But all the top clubs need competition in all areas on the pitch, and at the moment, Jackson does not have anyone challenging him for his position and starts every game with no other options up top right now. So Chelsea need and will get a new striker this summer. Nonetheless, Chelsea are seriously in need of a potential front man, and it seems they will place a bid when the transfer market opens. Recall that Soccernet.ng had earlier reported that the Blues were looking to offer Napoli Romelu Lukaku plus cash for Osimhen's services. This is because Antonio Conte is expected to take over at Napoli, and he has a very good relationship with Lukaku. So it will be a deal that could benefit both parties. However, in a new development, according to Fabrizio Romano, Chelsea will not add Lukaku in any deal. Rather, they have valued the Belgian at €30 million and will not accept anything less. This means that Chelsea could have to cough out up to €130 million to get Osimhen's services. The Londoners will not be disturbed though, as it will not be the first time they will dole out big money for a player. Nonetheless, it would be a transfer record if the deal works out.